Welcome back to chilly, windy Belfast, Northern Ireland, where MMA Junkie is on the ground for UFC Fight Night 99, which goes down Saturday night. The first of two UFC events going down this Saturday, the other, of course, being down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Today, day two of Fight Week, we had the Ultimate Media Day here at the SSE Arena, where the fights go down on Saturday night. The top 10 fighters on the card were in attendance. We had the chance to speak to them all, but one, URIAH Hall, who rematches GEGARD MOUSASI in the main event, was not interested in talking to the media at all.
My line of work is in the limelight. You know, I'm on stage, I'm constantly being viewed, and as sad as it is, you know, I'm one of those guys, I'd rather just show up and fight. I hate this bullshit. I'm just doing it so I won't get fined. Marshawn Lynch.
Once Media Day interviews wrapped up, we of course had the traditional Media Day stare downs. The 10 fighters from the top 5 fights on the card went face to face. Pretty routine stuff, nothing too crazy except for one Ross Pearson, who fights Stevie Ray in the co-main event, got left hanging.
Meanwhile, in Sao Paulo at the Renaissance Hotel, we got a chance to catch up with some of the main card fighters for UFC Fight Night 100. I caught up with Courtney Casey, who fights former title challenger Claudia Gadelha. She knows she's the underdog coming into this one, but that doesn't really seem to bother her, as she has been there a few times before.
Yeah, I think all my fights that I've gone into, I think all the pressure has been on the other fighter. I think I've been the underdog on every single fight I've taken, but I kind of go in with that kind of attitude. I mean, it's martial arts, like anything can happen. You know, someone can get hit, everyone has a puncher's chance. So I think you just go in there with supreme confidence and believe in your training and what you can do, and as long as you do that, I think most of the time it goes in your favor.
John Morgan caught up with Kamaru Usman, who's fighting Warlley Alves this Saturday. However, after that, he already has some plans in mind.
Man, I'm 29 years old. To win here, I want Damian Maia. You know, Damian Maia, I know he's waiting for that title shot, but you know, that's a circus right now. You know, you got Willie, you know, with 3 guys that he's kind of interchanging with, but you know, I know he don't want to sit there for a year and wait for them. So, you know what? I'll be a tune-up for him if he wants that. But that's definitely who I want next.
After the interviews, the fighters got on stage for the usual face-offs. The highlight, a cute little selfie moment between Alves and Usman.
And that did it for day 2 of this double UFC Fight Week from Belfast and Brazil. Tomorrow, a little bit slower of a schedule at both events. We have the early and official weigh-ins kicking off the day, where the fighters will hit the scales and make their bouts official. Followed by that, in Belfast, we have a Q&A with UFC fighters Elias Theodoro, Brad Pickett, and Paul Felder. And then, of course, after that, the ceremonial weigh-ins, where the fighters will square off for the final time before Fight Night. MMA Junkie will be on the ground at both events, giving you all the coverage you've loved and expected. Be sure to check the site all week for all sorts of updates.